What they don't tell you is a week in Japan won't cut it if you're trying to hit all the viral spots. I took my boyfriend on a 3-week birthday trip, and even that wasn't enough. Here's our full itinerary from Osaka to Tokyo. We kicked it off by flying Delta One all the way to South Korea, where we then caught a 2-hour flight to Osaka. It was 2 a.m. when we got there, so we went straight to the Osaka Station Hotel, which, by the way, is literally built on top of a train station and connected to 2 malls. So basically, you're never more than a few steps away from food, shopping, or your room. Day 1 was a blur. We were too jet lagged to do anything major, so we just explored the area. And by explore, I mean we hit up GU and bought half the store because Japan fashion eats every time. The next morning, we hit the hotel breakfast buffet, and listen, they had sushi. We went back for so many rounds. I know the sushi chef was sick of us. Later that day, we switched hotels to the St. Regis Osaka because we heard the rooms were bigger and the breakfast was top tier. The room was nice and big, and it was raining, so we stayed in and enjoyed it and caught up on sleep. That night, we wandered down the street and randomly found this yakiniku spot with a Michelin guide sign in the window. Now, I have no clue what the name was, but the food was incredible. Fun fact, Japan has the most Michelin rated restaurants in the world, so even when you're winging it, you're still eating better than back home. On the way back to the hotel, I stopped at 7-Eleven to hunt down this creme brulee ice cream I saw on TikTok. So good, I ended up eating one almost every night. Day 3, we hit up the breakfast at the St. Regis, and honestly, I don't know what the hype was about because it wasn't bad, but the options were limited. It definitely didn't compare to the Osaka Station Hotel, so we packed up our bags to check back in because honestly, it was just better. From the staff to the room to the food and the location, this is the perfect hotel in Osaka. After we got resettled, we explored the underground food court. And pro tip, if you see a line in Japan, it doesn't matter what they're selling, just get in it. We waited for this ramen spot that only served 5 kinds of ramen, and it was some of the best ramen I've ever had. And the best part, it was only $8 a bowl. We ended the day by heading to go see the Glico Man in Downtonbury at like 10 p.m. The streets were packed. It was a vibe, but a little bit overwhelming, so we got our picks and dipped. On day 4, we hopped on a 15-minute bullet train to Kyoto and ended up at the famous Torii Gates. If you decide to go early or late in the day. We showed up at noon, and it was so packed we could barely walk through. Now, even though it was only day 5, it was all about recovery, so we hit up Muton Relaxation Spa for a 2-hour couples massage. It included a foot massage, a full body massage, a facial, and drinks. Day 6 was a free day, so I ran over to Onitsuka Tiger and grabbed the silver Mexico 66s. Everyone says they're the best walking shoes for Japan, but let's be real. Nothing's gonna save your feet when you're walking over 15,000 steps a day, but at least they're cute, right? We then wandered around and ended up near Downtonbury again and found another yakiniku spot, but this is where I ended the day with food poisoning. On day 7, I was still fighting for my life, but Imodium AD came in and saved the day because I was not about to miss Universal Studios Japan. I surprised my boyfriend with a VIP tour, and it was so worth it. We had access to a private lounge, then got guided around the park with 0 lines. But the real reason I was there, Super Nintendo World. We got to ride the main attractions, plus you get 4 extra express passes, so we rode the flying dinosaur. Hands down, one of the best rides at any Universal park. After all that, it was time to stuff all our GU bags into our suitcase because the next morning we were headed to Yokohama on the bullet train. But that's a whole other story. So if you're planning a trip to Japan, bookmark this, save it, steal my itinerary, and tune in for part 2.